Boy does family tree homework and reveals the mystery of Granny's disappearance. I want you all to finish this homework by the end of this week, Alex's teacher told everyone in the classroom. The 16-year-old was excited to start working on the homework. His teacher had asked all the students to build their family trees and discuss them in front of the class. Excited, Alex went home and began rummaging through the old photo albums in the basement. When he returned home, his parents were at work, so he knew no one would tell him to leave the basement. He had a lot of time to dig through the old photo albums and documents. As he opened one album after the other to find photos of his late grandparents, he also went through other photos that reminded him of his childhood. Alex's parents, Martha and Stewart, had always pampered him since he was their only child. They used to buy him every toy he wanted and always tried their best to fulfill all his wishes. Wow! I still remember that RC car. I used to love it so much, Alex smiled as he looked at an old photo. Once he collected photos of his parents and himself, he began looking for pictures of his grandmother, Mary. The boy did not remember much about her because she mysteriously disappeared when he was 5. Whenever he asked his parents about Mary, they told him they didn't know where she was. According to them, they had filed multiple police complaints, but no one could trace her. I wish you were still here with us, Grandma, Alex said as he looked at a photo of his grandmother. Then, the teenager began searching for his grandfather's photo when he stumbled across a brown envelope. What's this? He wondered, unaware its contents would change his life. Curious, Alex opened the envelope and found a handwritten letter inside it. Upon unfolding it, he saw his grandmother's name signed at the lower left corner. Once Alex began reading the letter, he couldn't take his eyes off it. Every paragraph made him question his existence. How is that possible? How could Mom and Dad do that to me? He asked as tears trickled down his cheeks. In the letter, his grandmother said she would tell Alex the truth about his birth. Reading the letter made him believe his parents were hiding something from him. In fact, he was sure that the people he called Mom and Dad were not his biological parents. This letter is dated around the same time Grandma went missing. Is there something else Mom and Dad are hiding from me? The teenager wondered while sitting in the basement. He could feel his heart race as dozens of questions popped up in his mind. A few minutes later, Alex heard the main door close. He quickly put the letter back in the envelope and hid it inside his shirt because he knew his mother had returned home. He wasn't sure if he wanted to confront her immediately. After putting all the albums back in their original place, Alex climbed up the stairs with photos in his hand. Opening the basement door, he saw his mother standing outside with her arms folded on her chest. My teacher asked me to make a family tree, Alex replied while looking at the photos in his hands. I pulled out a few photos from the old albums. Why don't you listen when I tell you to have lunch first? Your homework can wait. Martha shouted. I'm sorry, Mom, Alex said as he walked towards his room. Suddenly, he felt the letter inside his shirt fall on the ground. Before he could do anything, his mother saw the brown envelope and immediately recognized it. Seeing her eyes widen in anger, Alex immediately picked up the letter, but his mother snatched it from him. Why do you have to poke your nose in everything, Alex? Why did you open this envelope? Despite feeling frightened of his mother's anger, Alex confessed that he had read everything. I know you and Dad are not my biological parents. I know you're hiding something from me. After a few moments of silence, Martha told her son to calm down. Listen, Alex, she said while holding his shoulders. It's not what you think it is. Please tell me the truth, Mom. Alex begged his mother. What are you guys hiding from me? Just then, Stewart returned home and felt worried upon seeing his wife and son argue. What happened? He asked while walking towards them. Alex read the letter, Martha said while looking at her husband. He wants to know the truth. Shocked, Stewart's eyes widened as he noticed the brown envelope in Martha's hand. He never wanted to tell his son the truth, but it seemed like he was left with no other option. Later that night, Stewart and Martha told Alex they were not his biological parents. Moreover, they admitted that his grandmother didn't mysteriously disappear. "We know where she is right now, Alex." "She's still alive," Stewart confessed. "What?" Alex was shocked. "Where is she? Why doesn't she live with us? And what is this secret about my birth? Are you not my parents?" Stewart and Martha sat the boy down and began narrating to him the story of their lives. Stewart's sister, Sarah, was pregnant back then. She was in college and had run off with a boy she was in love with, who dumped her the moment he found out she was pregnant. Stewart and Sarah's widowed mother had cut all ties with Sarah the moment she ran away. But Stewart never left his sister's side. He took care of her every step of her pregnancy, and Martha, his then-girlfriend, helped her, too. But on the day that Sarah was to welcome her baby, moments after she saw her baby boy's face, she breathed her last. "We took you in, Alex. We got married and adopted you," Martha said, ruffling the boy's hair. "But Mom, she refused to come back into our lives. She is a very orthodox woman, Alex. She couldn't accept your birth mother. But maybe she'll accept me." Alex wiped his tears and asked with a sad smile, "I don't know, sweetheart. We've tried, but—" Martha's voice trailed off. "Well, let me try with you this time. I have a feeling Grandma will come around. I only found out about Mom now, and I miss her so much. I can only imagine what she must be going through. I have to know." The next day, the trio set out on a trip to the countryside, hoping things would begin to heal. As Alex got out of the car and saw the thin, bent frame of an older woman looking through the window, he could already imagine her beautiful smile. He never got to be with his birth mother, but he would do everything to heal the heart of the woman who gave birth to her.